Nizam's riches or his prosperity or his money is all because of the blood and toil and sweat of the common citizen of the erstwhile Hyderabad state. So around Hyderabad, there were close to 2 or 3 thousand villages, and they were known as the Atrafe Balda. Hyderabad was Balda, the center. Atrafe Balda is the area around Hyderabad. This all the every single paisa that was collected towards revenues and taxes. There were 100 kinds of taxes on people. If you grow your hair, you had to pay a tax. If you tonsure yourselves, you have to pay a tax. If a child is born, a tax has to be paid, and all these taxes were paid only by the Hindus, not by the Muslims. There were no taxes for the Muslims. Muslims were made to feel that they were the rulers of this land, because Nizam and his cohorts, they brought out a theory called An-al-Malik. An-al-Malik is I am the ruler. An average Muslim was made to feel that he was the ruler, and in the continuation and perpetuation of Nizam's rule, his welfare and his prosperity lay. So Muslims did not pay taxes. The taxes were paid only by the Hindus, and all the taxes collected from this area, today what is known as Rangareddy, Medchal, Malkajgiri, it was known as Atraf Balda in those days. And this Atraf Balda, the taxes and revenue from Atraf Balda were used for the personal expenditure of Nizam. His expenditure was taken care of by the ordinary farmer, daily wage laborer, his revenue, the revenue that he gave to the Nizam government. And there were about 40% of the land was Sarfe Khas lands. Sarfe Khas lands are those lands that belong to the um, government officials, Nizam's closest
Okay.
relatives, who were known as Paigas. So 40% of
Mm.
the land was owned by them. And all these riches accrued to Nizam, and Nizam's riches were actually the blood and sweat and toil of the common Hindu people. And why the people of today do not remember this story of Nizam's atrocities or Razakar's harassment and torture is because there has been a systematic attempt to obfuscate the story of the atrocities the story of the atrocities perpetrated by the Razakars firstly, and then there was this attempt by the Congress to usurp the Muslim vote bank, and this whole game of Muslim appeasement started.